They will reach out to you soon. God has already set it in motion. The person you've been praying about, the one who's been on your heart, the connection you thought was lost forever, is closer than you think. But here's what most people don't understand about divine reconnections. It's not happening the way you expect it to. Right now, while you're watching this video, something is shifting in the spiritual realm that you cannot see with your natural eyes. God is orchestrating movements, conversations, thoughts, and circumstances that are aligning perfectly to bring this person back into your life. And the timing, it's more precise than any clock you've ever known. But before we go deeper into how this is going to unfold, you need to understand why God had to separate you in the first place. Because that separation wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Think about this for a second. Every person God removes from your life, He removes for a reason. Every door He closes with purpose. And every season of silence you've endured has been building something inside you that you're going to need when this reconnection happens. You see, if God had allowed that person to stay during the season you just walked through, the relationship would have destroyed both of you. The version of you from 6 months ago, a year ago, even 2 years ago wasn't ready for what God is about to release into your life. And neither were they. So God, in His infinite wisdom, created space. Distance, silence, not to hurt you, but to grow you. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That future includes this reconnection. But it also includes the person you had to become before the reconnection could happen. Now let me tell you something that's going to shift your entire perspective. God isn't just working on you during this separation. He's working on them too. Right now, that person is going through their own transformation, their own breaking, their own rebuilding. God is dealing with their pride, their pain, their patterns, and their perspective. He's showing them things about themselves they couldn't see when you were together. He's revealing to them what they lost when they walked away. And here's the part that's going to blow your mind. They're thinking about you more than you realize. Your name is coming up in their spirit at random moments. They're seeing things that remind them of you. They're hearing songs that take them back to conversations you had. They're experiencing moments where God is literally placing you on their heart, and they don't even understand why. But you want to know why. Because God is preparing them to reach out. He's softening their heart, breaking down their walls, removing their pride. And when the time is right, when everything is aligned, they're going to reach out. Not because they're bored, not because they're lonely, but because God is compelling them to. Subscribe to God's Prophecy Message channel right now, because what I'm about to reveal next will confirm everything you've been feeling in your spirit. Now I know some of you are sitting there thinking, but they hurt me, they left me, they chose someone else over me, why would God bring them back? And that's the exact question we need to address. Because this isn't about God rewarding bad behavior. This isn't about you settling for someone who didn't value you. This is about God restoring what the enemy tried to destroy. See, the enemy saw the potential in your connection. He saw what you two could build together when you were both aligned with God's purpose. He saw the ministry, the impact, the family, the legacy that was possible. And he panicked. So he sent confusion, miscommunication, pride, distraction, temptation, all designed to create a wedge between you. But here's what the enemy didn't count on. He didn't count on God's redemptive power. He didn't count on the prayers you've been praying in secret. He didn't count on the worship you've been giving even through your tears. And he definitely didn't count on God's promise to restore what was stolen. Joel 2:25 says, "I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten." That includes relationships. That includes time. That includes the connection you thought was gone forever. God is a restorer. It's literally in his nature. He restores health. He restores joy. He restores peace. And yes, he restores relationships when they're part of his divine plan for your life. But here's what you need to understand about restoration. It doesn't mean going back to what was. It means moving forward into what's supposed to be. When this person reaches out, and they will, the relationship won't look like it did before. It's going to be better, healthier, stronger, more aligned, because both of you will have gone through the fire and come out refined. Now let me share something with you that's going to require you to pay very close attention. There are specific signs that this reconnection is getting closer. And I guarantee some of you are experiencing these signs right now. The first sign is increased spiritual warfare. If you've been under unusual attack lately, if you've been experiencing more resistance, more opposition, more spiritual heaviness, that's not a coincidence. The enemy knows what's coming. He can see the pieces moving into place. And he's trying one last time to derail what God is about to do. But his attacks are actually confirmation that you're close to your breakthrough. The second sign is divine downloads and dreams. God has been speaking to you about this person. You've been having dreams where they appear. You've been receiving sudden thoughts about them that feel too specific to be random. You've been getting glimpses in your spirit of future moments with them. That's God preparing your heart for what's about to manifest in the natural. The third sign is unexpected peace. After months of anxiety, worry, and heartbreak, you suddenly feel a peace that doesn't make logical sense. You're not trying to force anything anymore. You're not obsessing over when or how it's going to happen. You've just surrendered it to God, and there's a calmness in your spirit. That peace is God's way of saying, "I've got this. Stop striving. It's already done." Comment, "I receive this," if you're experiencing any of these signs right now. The fourth sign is closed doors in other areas. You've tried to move on. You've tried to give other people a chance. But nothing is flowing. Every potential relationship feels forced, awkward, or just off. That's because God is protecting what He's reserved for you. He's keeping you available for the right connection, even when it doesn't feel like it. The fifth sign is transformation in your own life. You look back at who you were during that relationship, and you barely recognize that person. You've grown. You've healed. You've matured. You've developed a deeper relationship with God. And you can finally see why things had to fall apart. That transformation is proof that you're ready for what's next. Now here's where it gets really interesting. God doesn't just orchestrate reconnections randomly. He does it strategically. There's a specific season He's waiting for. A specific moment when everything aligns. And that moment is often tied to your level of spiritual maturity and emotional readiness. See, God could bring that person back tomorrow. But if you're not ready, if you haven't done the inner work, if you're still carrying bitterness, unforgiveness, or unrealistic expectations, the reconnection would fail. So God waits, not to torture you, but to protect you. He's waiting for you to get to a place where you can receive this person without making them your God, without making them responsible for your happiness, without needing them to complete you. Because the truth is, God is the only one who can complete you. Colossians 2:10 says, and you have been given fullness in Christ.